growing in faith. In Jerusalem, the apostles decided that since the sinner's salvation does not come from what he does or does not do, but from the perfect obedience and blood of Christ, nothing should be imposed on believers other than what was necessary for fellowship between Jewish and non-Jewish brothers. Act 15. It is Christ who saves and transforms the sinner so that he may bear fruit to the glory of God. Continuing my meditation in Act 16, I realized that the teaching of this crucial truth, meaning faith in Christ as the only basis for salvation, benefited Christ's church in two ways at least. It is written, "And as they," meaning Paul and companions, "went through the cities, they delivered them the decrees for to keep that were ordained of the apostles and elders which were at Jerusalem. And so were the churches established in the faith and increased in number daily." Act 16, verse 4 to 5. Firstly, the message of salvation through faith alone and not faith plus obedience, which is a product of faith, strengthened the believer's faith in Christ. The believer must grow in the faith, meaning the knowledge of Christ, because he walks and lives with the Lord by faith, as it is written, "Now the just shall live by faith," according to Hebrews 10, verse 38. By feeding on Christ through his word, as prescribed by the apostles in Jerusalem, believers became stronger in faith. The more they discovered about themselves by learning Christ and what he suffered to save them and keep them from falling, see Hebrews 6, verse 4, and present them faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, Jude 24, the more their hearts were fixed upon their shepherd. Secondly, it is written that the churches increased in number daily, Act 16, verse 5. The world's growth strategies don't grow Christ's church. The faithful preaching of Christ does. Faith only comes from the word of Christ, according to Romans 10, verse 17, that is, the gospel of salvation through Christ alone, without the sinner's contribution, so that no one may boast, according to Ephesians 2, verse 8 to 9. Persuaded that he could only be saved by grace, given that he was such a great sinner, David said, "My heart is fixed, O God, my heart is fixed," meaning no more doubt about my sinfulness and your grace. I will sing and give praise. Psalm 57, verse 7. Christ, God's grace, having accomplished everything to save me, all that remains for me to do is rejoice in him like David. Dear friend, Christ, the wisdom of God, said, "Wisdom hath builded her house. She hath hewn out her 7 pillars. She has killed her beast. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her table. She hath sent forth her maidens. She crieth upon the highest places of the city. Whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, Come, eat of my bread, and drink of the wine which I have mingled." Proverbs 9, 1-5. Christ did everything it takes to save those who believe in him. So, come to Christ.